For West Brunswick, number 1, J.J. Cobb. Number 3, Ethan Hewitt. Number 10, Darren Benbow. Number 12, Cole Hamilton. And number 21, Abel Yursak.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to this week's ATMC High School Basketball Game of the Week, a boys version coming to you from West Brunswick High School, where today the Trojans play host to the visiting South Brunswick Cougars. South comes into this game with a 2-7 record, 1-4 in the conference. West at 1-6, 0-4 in the conference. The starters for today's game for South: Jalen Johnson, Jordan Jenred, Walker Jenkins, and Jalen Clemens, along with Ford Disbro. For West, J.J. Cobb, Ethan Hewitt, Darren Benbow, Cole Hamilton, and Abel Yurasek. And right away inside, number 5, Jalen Clemens. From the paint area, scores the first bucket of the game in a 2-0 South Brunswick lead. These teams played earlier this season. South won by 10, 44-34. In that game, Jordan Jenred had a double-double, 19 points and 12 boards. Disbro had 9. Clemens had 8. Rebound, long, number 1 Johnson. Disbro brings the ball up court. He's a junior, a good outside shooter, and an excellent free throw shooter. West in the zone. Cobb applying pressure to Disbro. South showing some patience. Reverses the ball back around. A good-looking shot, a little short, and good work off the glass by number 3, Ethan Hewitt, who is the leading scorer and rebounder for West Brunswick this season. That's J.J. Cobb. Electrifying quick with Benbow. Back out to Yurasek, a very steady player. Benbow on the side. Cobb resets at the top. South in the zone. Yurasek cross court. Cole Hamilton with a 3. Misses. Rebound to number 5, Jalen Clemens. Stolen by number 10, Darian Benbow. Hewitt with the ball in the corner. Across the lane, ball goes out of bounds. West will retain possession. 6:03 to go here. Opening quarter action at West Brunswick. South 2, West nothing. Cobb triggers it in to Yurasek. Ethan Hewitt has had a real nice senior season. Outside to J.J. Cobb. Cobb with the pink shoes. He's pretty easy to see. Awfully quick. Hewitt with a drive and a deuce. Leading scorer notched the game at 2. Disbro right side, Jordan Jenred, who is the leading scorer for South. Drive off the left side by number 1, Jalen Johnson, comes out short. West looks to run. Benbow loses control, drops over to Ethan Hewitt. Back outside to Cobb. Hewitt passes up a 3, but Benbow won't, and he comes up short. Long rebound to Hewitt off the glass, misses. Rebound comes down to Jalen Johnson, and South looking to push the ball with and number 5, Jalen Clemens, his second bucket of the game, gives South a 4-2 lead. And we've got a whistle on the floor. I think we got a little bit of an injury to check it to Jordan Jenred. So into the game for South is senior Miguel Miller. When Miguel's been playing there forever and has done a great job, averaging 4 points a game. This his senior season. Pretty good football player too. West moving the ball crisply against the zone. Cross-court pass to Cobb. Cobb with a 15-footer short. Rebound for Disbro. Junior brings the ball up court. South stuck. Disbro's layup misses. Good board that time by number 4, Walker Jenkins, the sophomore. And Jenkins will get paid for his hard work by going to the free throw line and shoot a pair. Jenkins averaging a point a game, but 3.3 rebounds per contest. Has yet to convert from the free throw line this year. That just changed as he cans the first. 5-2 South, 4:17 to go here. Opening quarter action at West Brunswick. I'm Jay Combs. Sam Hickman is on the way, and we are here for you at ATMC. Second shot misses. Rebound comes down to 24. Dante Clark, who has played well down the stretch for Coach Aaron Taylor's Trojans. Cobb, baseline, off the glass, misses. Smallest guy on the court gets the rebound, though. He is tough. Right side to Hewitt. Back out to Cobb. South stays in the zone. Bembo left side, top of the key to Cobb. Hewitt to Cobb. Cobb to Hamilton. Bembo drives the lane. Outside to Cobb, wide open, misses. His three comes up short. Rebound on number 11, Miguel Miller. Disbro brings the ball up the court again. Cobb applies a little pressure. Miguel Miller, top of the key. Disbro, he can make that shot, and he does. Triple for the junior for Disbro, averaging nearly 9 points a game in an 8-2 South Brunswick lead. Ethan Hewitt looking for a lane, can't find one. Back out the Cobb. Bembo left side, Cole Hamilton with a three, and it is good. The senior getting a start today. Knocks down a triple, cuts the lead to 8-5 South with 2:30 to go in the first quarter here at West Brunswick. Good entry pass, but number 5, Jalen Clemens, will get called for the charge, so the ball goes over to West Brunswick. Couple of substitutions in the game, and I believe this will be our COVID mandatory 1-minute timeout.
Official timeout.
Again, South comes into today's game at 2-7 on the year, 1-4 in the conference. They are coached by Scott Wainwright. Outstanding leader here in Brunswick County. The Cougs average 39 a game. They give up 48. They come in on a winning streak, having defeated Ashley earlier this week, 56-43. In that game, Disbro with 14, 10 of 12 from the free throw line. Clemens had 12 to allow Southgate to win. The guys to watch, number 2, Jordan Jenrette, 6'3" senior, leads them in scoring and rebounding, is an outstanding leaper. He can really jump. And number 15 for Disbro, the 6'2" junior, averaging nearly 9 points a game, can shoot the three, as we've already seen here today. And as mentioned, an outstanding free throw shooter. Aaron Taylor's Trojans have lost 2 this week, 89-64 to Topsail, 66-30. Against that bunch from New Hanover. Nevertheless, Ethan Hewitt leads them at 10.7 points a game and 4 boards. J.J. Cobb bringing the ball up court right now. Very, very quick. And Savion Meters, we'll talk a little about him as the game goes on, helped West get their first victory last week with a couple of free throws with 3 seconds left in the game. Ian King on the floor for West. Hewitt's long three misses, but King with the back tap on the rebound. Meters jump shot misses, and South brings the ball up court with Disbro. Good crossover by Disbro, off the glass, just misses. Good hustle inside. And that would be number 2, the jumper, Jordan Jenrette, his first bucket of the game. And another rebound, this time for Demurius Wise, a big guy out on the court for South, number 42, sophomore. So South looking to increase this lead. Good effort that time by 22. Ian King forces the turnover. Hewitt between the legs, right side. Top of the key, Cobb, left side, number 24. That would be Dante Clark. This three misses. Disbro advancing the ball up court. Right side to Miller. And
Miller traveled with it.
And guess who's here, folks?
I've been here the whole time.
The one, the only. What's the score of the football scrimmage?
You know, I don't know. But as I was running in,
Yeah.
Wes completed a pass and the kid was running all the way down the sideline.
There you go. First of many this year for those Trojans.
Listen, it's just too cold for anything outside.
It's kind of nasty, Sam, but
Yeah.
we're happy to be inside. 10-5. South with the lead, 40 seconds to go on a clock in the first quarter.
Jay, what's it been like the first 7 minutes of this one?
Well, kind of traditional, typical South-West games, you know. They're not a rock fight, but
Ethan Hewitt with a nice drive and shot off the glass. His second bucket, it looks like, partner.
that's right. He's got 4. Cole Hamilton with a triple. Makes it 7. And we got a delay of game warning.
Vonda Fullwood checking in, watching the game tonight. My most loyal fan.
At least you got one.
She's the best.
Okay.
Who knocked in the three-pointer for the Trojans?
Cole Hamilton.
So West Brunswick trails 10-7. 15 seconds left in the opening frame in this rivalry game. Disbro's got a look. Off the back iron, no good. Ethan Hewitt really got up high for the rebound. Pass ahead to Cobb. Cobb's going to go all the way. Shot up, off the glass and in. What a finish by J.J. Cobb, and what a finish to this first quarter in Shallotte. West Brunswick scores the last 4 points of the opening frame, and South Brunswick carries a 1-point lead into the second here on ATMC TV. We are back for the start of the second quarter here on ATMC TV. I'm Sam Higman, joined by 2020 Color Analyst of the Year, Jay Combs. We'll have all the ins and outs of tonight's action for you right here on ATMC TV. Disbro jumped in the passing lane, took it away from Cobb, goes to the basket, misses the layup, but South comes away with the rebound. Still a scrum for it. South still got it. Disbro in trouble over there. Cobb knocks it away. Oh, he stepped on the sideline. Would have had a layup. Boy, frenetic.
I think when you watch J.J. Cobb play, you walk away thinking, holy cow, there's like 4 or 5 of him on the court.
Yep, no doubt.
He is everywhere. So much fun to watch. And only a sophomore. 2 more years to watch this kid.
South Brunswick leads 10-9. Nearly stolen by number 22, Ian King, but Bishop Brown corrals it. That's a great basketball name.
He got some pretty Carolina blue shoes on too, don't he?
Disbro pulls up for the baseline jumper, misses. Jenrette missed the putback. Ethan Hewitt comes away with the board for West.
Yeah, good battle by Hewitt that time because he was going up against the big kid, Wise, inside, giving up a lot of pounds.
Oh, there's a look. Ian King from distance. Boom. No, two-pointer. It was a two-pointer. Ian King steps into it, knocks it in, foot on the line. But, Jay, that's a 6-0 run, and the Trojans lead by 1.
And I'll tell you, Coach Aaron Taylor will take some more of those two-point jump shots from King.
Boy, he stepped right into that one and just buried it. Shot it with confidence, called it, shot it in rhythm, and then commits a foul.
And you just said two of the most important things in shooting, confidence and rhythm, right? And, boy, you make one, then all of a sudden that basket gets real big.
Jay, number 4.
Tell me about this kid.
For South Brunswick.
Yeah.
Walker Jenkins. Basketball, not his primary sport.
What's this kid do?
He's a baseball player. He is already verbally committed to the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill, where he will continue his baseball career. One of the top-rated baseball prospects in North Carolina and the country in his class. He's a young kid.
He's only a sophomore. What's he? What position in baseball?
Draw out of a hat.
No kidding.
You know, I think lots of people think he'll eventually stick in center field. He can
Holy
fly.
cow.
And he pitches, and he's a left-handed hitter. Jay, I saw him at 12 years old. He may be the best 12-year-old baseball player I've ever seen.
Well, that's before Huck turns 12, but yeah, I'll accept that as being really good.
Yeah, he's a great athlete. Nice head of hair on him, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, I'd kill for that one.
Oh.
Hewitt.
Little dancing going on there, Ethan Hewitt and Bishop Brown. Ball was deflected, but Metters corralled it over by the right wing. Cobb thought about it from the corner. Back to Metters. West Brunswick being real deliberate, real patient on this drive, on this possession. Metters is going to go baseline. Floater over Jenkins. Nothing but net. West Brunswick has scored 8 in a row and has a 3-point lead.
Hey, Sam, that's about as good as a possession as we've seen the Trojans run all year.
Yeah.
Really patient, disciplined.
Oh, a good
look.
pass.
What we get? Before the shot, I think.
Jay, you are all over it. The basket does not count. The foul was on the floor before the basket. And kind of a tough break there for South Jay, because that was a good drive, good pass, and Jenkins, man, nice finish.
No question, Sam. That was a nice possession by South. West fortunate to foul before the shot.
Ian King tied up Jalen Clemens, but Disbro tracked it down before it went out of bounds.
See, King made that bucket, and all of a sudden, he's an NBA player.
Little out of control there. Shot misses. Ethan Hewitt skies up for the rebound, and he's going to bring it up himself.
Yeah, Bazil Abram, I don't know how he even got the shot off. Cobb was all over him.
Hewitt a little too strong on the floater. Jenkins grabs the board. Boy, Jenkins is thick, isn't he?
He's
a good-sized kid.
You say he's fast, too, right?
He can fly.
Whoa. Well, we'll have to keep an eye on him. Does he play football? He kind of looks like a football player out there, Sam, I'll tell you.
You know, I've heard from people over at Bowling Spring Lakes that he would it'd be tough for someone to beat him out as the quarterback, but he hasn't played.
Okay. Well,
before this year, at least. I don't know what his plans are for this year.
Well, listen, if he's already committed to Carolina for baseball, he may be well served to just keep doing what he's doing.
Jordan McCall guarding the ball. Scott Wainwright for South Brunswick wanted a foul. Maybe rightfully so there. McCall kind of hand-checked him, but McCall comes up with a defensive rebound.
Wide
Metters
open.
from deep, short. South Brunswick all over the defensive glass there. Jay, I know we got at least one viewer tonight. They want Jason Disbro, whose son Ford is operating the point guard position for South. Dribble one off his foot there, and then someone committed a foul.
Right on cue.
Jordan McCall.
Right on cue, it was Disbro.
Yep, but Disbro, he made a three-pointer early in this one. And here he comes, Abel Urasek checking into the game for West Brunswick. Jay, we might have to sing happy birthday on air. It was yesterday.
Abel's birthday?
Abel's 17th birthday yesterday.
Let me tell you, what a great kid.
Yep.
got another start here today and does a lot of things that don't necessarily show up in the box. Although he has averaged 5 points a game this year. And look at Kyle.
From distance, bingo, and Jay.
Was that 11?
I'll double check this, but I think Urasek had 10 last night against New Hanover.
His average has gone up then.
Ian King pounding Bishop Brown on the perimeter. Boy, some contact there.
Look at King.
Rips it away from him. And it's going to be a foul against Bishop Brown. Great defense there by Ian King. Got a little chippy there, partner.
He made that shot, and he's been Larry Bird since then, right?
No doubt about it.
Good job by the junior. And the COVID timeout, I think, Sam?
Jay, we're going to get a COVID timeout. Could not have come at a better time for South Brunswick head coach Scott Wainwright, because right now West Brunswick is on an 11-0 run. South had a 10-5 lead when I walked in with 2 minutes left in the opening quarter. So we've played 6 minutes, 18 seconds, and West Brunswick has outscored South 11-0 since that mark.
So I guess that's a roundabout way of saying that you've come in and saved the day for West Brunswick.
I don't see how
you could view it any other way.
Explanation would be plausible.
I'll tell you what's plausible for West is continuing to play tough defense, but not so plausible and agreeable for South Brunswick Scott Wainwright, as his Cougars have yet to score here in the second quarter, as West has come from behind with the 16-10 lead. As Sam mentioned, 5 for Cobb, 4 for Hewitt, 2 for Meters, 3 for Hamilton, 2 for Ian King. And for South, 2 for Jen Rett, 1 for Jenkins, 4 for Clemens, and the triple for Ford Dispro, total of 10 points.
Jay, since you brought it up, I'll ask, how does South Brunswick get into a little better flow offensively? Is it about what South's not doing right on that end, or more of a credit to West Brunswick's defense?
I think West is playing really solid defense, and I think the other thing West is doing well is protecting the basketball. You know, if South could come up with a turnover or two and maybe convert, that might get them off the slide. That's going to be a walk, and so South will get the ball back here.
Moved his pivot foot.
But South would like to – they don't steal a lot, Sam, looking at their numbers. And look at this little full-court pressure out of the timeout by Aaron Taylor. South handles it, Bishop Brown.
Boy, Metters almost poked it away from behind, but Brown alertly kind of looked back at just the right moment. Oh, a good pass. Jenkins off the glass, no good. He was fouled on the way up, and Jenkins will shoot a pair.
That was a great pass by Brown that time, and Walker Jenkins, the sophomore, foul going up. So he'll shoot a pair. He was 1 for 2 in the first quarter. Not scoring a lot this year for the Cougs, of 1 point a game, 3.3 rebounds per contest. And first one rattles out.
Not sure how that would miss, but it rattles out.
He shoots a little bit of a line drive, probably like he hits those line drives, right?
Jay, I think we got a new face out here for the Trojans.
And I hope you know.
Carson Pope, sophomore, good-sized kid.
Number 32.
Jenkins misses both. Urasek with the defensive board.
The birthday boy.
McCall from distance.
Sweet.
Bingo! Jordan McCall steps into one, buries it, and the Trojans on a 14-0 run, lead 19-10.
Good shot by Jordan. Just took his time, followed through. Miguel Miller.
That was dead on. Cobb just took it from Clemens. It's going to be a foot race to the rim.
Well, he's going to win that.
Off the glass, good. Make it a 16-0 run, and the Trojans are on fire here in the second quarter. South Brunswick head coach Scott Wainwright wants a timeout as the Cougars have fallen behind by 11 with 2:41 left before halftime.
Well, Sam, these two teams played earlier in the season, as I mentioned earlier tonight, and in that contest, South won 44-34. So with 2:41 to go in the second quarter, West has already put 21 points on the scoreboard in that game. Double-double for Jordan Gendrett, 19 points, 12 boards. Dispro with 9, Clemens with 8. And for West in that game, McCall 8, Metters, Hewitt, and Cobb all with 6. But also in that contest, West Brunswick made 6 threes and they've already made 3 threes here today in just a quarter and a half. So that three-point shooting continuing for West Brunswick.
Stephen Johnson, a viewer tonight. Thanks for joining in, Stephen. South Brunswick brings it back up. Jay, got a little nugget on Jenkins. In the 2023 baseball class, he's the 17th ranked Major League Baseball prospect.
Holy cow.
So to think at this point he'd be, a mid-first rounder. Nice drive by Jordan Jenrette. He stems the tide momentarily for South Brunswick.
Yeah, South needed that badly, and their senior came through.
Oh, Jay, live ball turnover. Saved it right into the hands of Miguel Miller, who lays it up and in.
Sam, how many years have we been saying Miguel Miller at a South Brunswick game?
100 years.
That's about it, yeah. Football, basketball.
Jurasek thought about it momentarily.
Nice. Moving
Another
the ball
three
well.
from McCall. This one well short, and a good defensive rebound by number 24, Javon Harrison.
Tell you what, that was a crisp pass by Ian King.
Oh, Jay, that's us. Woo! Look at there. That was my kneecap. Okay, it was the edge of the table, but it very well could have been my kneecap.
I think Clemens,
1:31 left before halftime. Go ahead.
Clemens saw you open, and his eyes were deceiving.
Know your personnel, kid. I can't shoot. I wouldn't know what to do with it if I did catch it. So West Brunswick has the ball, up by 7. Got a football score here, partner. Cobb trying to put him up by 10, and he does. Second three-pointer of the second quarter for Cobb. He's got 10, and West leads by 10.
Tell you, when one drops, seems like they all drop.
Another steal. Jurasek did a good job coming away with that.
As always.
Oh,
Jordan. Being a little Michael Jordan.
short. Jordan Jenrette with the defensive rebound. Good little move there by McCall. Thought they might get him for a Pullman violation. Disbro with the step.
Ooh,
Oh, man, just missed a and one. Good move by Disbro there. Kind of caught West Brunswick on its heels, a little asleep on defense. And the, let's see, it feels like Ford's been there forever now, and he's just a junior.
Yeah,
but that's what happens to these kids who play varsity at such a young age.
Yep.
We've done so many games, and it feels like we've, probably now we've done 12, 13, 14 South Brunswick games featuring Ford Disbro, who knocks in the first. He's got 4.
Sam, he's at the line where he is very, very comfortable, 74% on the year. He scored 14 points earlier this week in a win, and 10 of 12, 10 of those points come from the free throw line. So Disbro shoots the foul throws really well.
Man, so West Brunswick can't corral the defensive rebound. Jenrette comes away with it. His putback missed, and he was fouled, so he'll shoot 2.
And Jordan's at 58%, and that's important because he gets to the line a lot, 59 attempts so far this season for the senior.
That's a good number. And he's 100% on that one, knocks it in.
And Sam, I'm just going to finish up about Jenrette, and I think you would agree, but the kid, he's got some hops. Boy, can he get up in the air.
Yes, he can. Jenrette misses. Rodriguez tips the rebound to Bimbo.
West could just wait and take the last shot here, and they are going to turn it over. Those unforced errors, which they've avoided for the most part here in the opening half. But that one hurts.
West leads 24-16, 31 seconds left before halftime. And Jay, after finding itself down by 5 midway through the first quarter, West has outscored South, 19-6 here. McCall trying to steal it from Disbro. Disbro picks up his dribble, but South restores the possession. Number 14, Sean Holmes, working for South. Number 1, Jalen Johnson, fouled on the shot attempt. And Jay, this is a ninth grader. He played at Cedar Grove Middle School a year ago and led Cedar Grove to a county championship. So remember that name.
Freshman. Averaging a bucket a game this year, so he's doing pretty well.
Is that a lefty? Southpaw?
It was that time.
Yep, lefty. 9 seconds left before halftime. Jay South leaving some points on the board from the line late in this quarter. Boy, look at Jenrette go. Tie ball situation. Possession arrow keeps it with the Cougars. Jay, here's a little note. South Brunswick has attempted 6 free throws since West Brunswick last had a shot attempt.
Wow.
Between offensive rebounds and the live ball the turnover down here, West has not had a shot attempt since South Brunswick had 6
Unfortunately
free
for South, they've only converted 2. They need a bucket here to end the half.
Jenrette drive, jump step, he walked. He walked, says the West Brunswick bench, not according to the officials, but the shot misses, and that will take us into the halftime break with West Brunswick leading South Brunswick 24-16 on ATMC TV.
I look good, my hair done right, and my dress real tight. All eyes on me. I took the night. I took the night. I took the night. I took the night. All eyes on me. I took the night. I don't look that way, 'cause these chicks just wanna hate. I just go to the VIP and put on my hater shades. I can feel them looking at me. They so I'm so classy. Hey, 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 hey. I don't care what these chicks say. I don't even look that way. Look that way. Look that way. 1, 2, 4, 3. None of these chicks look better than me. I'm expensive, you so cheap. Catch me in my Louis V's, Neiman Marcus, Gucci B's, Marciano luxury, Louboutins and Tiffany's. None of these chicks look better than me. Every time I walk in the club, they hating on me 'cause they know I look good. My hair done right and my dress real tight. All eyes on me. I took the night.
You doing well? You doing well?
We are back for the start of the second half here on ATMC TV. Jay, for West Brunswick, it'll be Darian Bimbo, Ethan Hewitt, J.J. Cobb, Ian King, Dante Clark. For South, Jalen Johnson. For Disbro, Walker Jenkins, Jordan Jenrette, and Jalen Clemens. South Brunswick won by 10 the first time these teams met this season. West Brunswick leads by 8 tonight here early in the third. Bimbo thought about it. Hewitt will fire. Oh, he's just off the mark on a long three from the right wing. Jenkins with the rebound. Jenkins done a great job on the glass for South.
Every time I see his name, I want to call him like Texas Walker, right? But
Cobb missed.
That's the first thing he's missed tonight. He had 10 in the first half.
Yep. Bimbo was on the baseline when he touched it. A good aggressive drive by J.J. Cobb. Didn't get the foul call. Looked to be pretty good defense there by South Brunswick, just kind of going straight up and making it difficult on him.
Ian King getting the start here in the second half for West, and I believe that the way he played in the second quarter. He only had a basket, but wow.
5-second violation as they trap Jordan Jenrette. 5-second violation gives the ball back to the Trojans. 7:11 left in the third. West Brunswick 24, South Brunswick 16. Jay.
Sam.
We're in the middle of a basketball game, but our viewers will have a chance to watch some teams compete on the gridiron.
1 week from today, if you're watching this live on ATMC TV or on Facebook Live, next Friday, we will open up our spring football schedule, which seems kind of crazy, but wow, sure looking forward to it.
South Brunswick in its zone that we've seen from Scott Wainwright so many times through the years.
Good defense by the Cougs on this possession.
Clark's got an open look.
Bam.
Bingo from the corner. Dante Clark puts the Trojans up by 11.
You know, Dante Clark has
He can shoot it a little bit, Jay.
Yeah, he can, and he's a junior and has certainly shown enough this year to people look forward to what he's going to do his senior year.
Johnson from distance. Oh, a good-looking shot just off the mark. Good effort by Jenkins on the offensive glass. But that pass stolen, but a foul is called. Jay, let me backtrack a little bit to the last West offensive possession. If circumstances were normal and there was a student section and they didn't have a subsection called Dante's Inferno,
oh boy,
it would be a great missed opportunity.
Well, a little bit of marketing, between now and next year.
Yeah, foul on the floor.
By the way, his Clark's three, that's the 5th three of the game for West Brunswick.
J.J. Cobb had 10 in the first half. Ethan Hewitt with 4, and then, Jay, it was pretty spread out. 2 for Meters, 3 each for McCall and Hamilton, and a bucket for Ian King. And now Dante Clark's hit a 3 early in the third quarter. West leads by 11.
Wow.
I think they got Bimbo on the reach as Jenkins was on his way toward the basket.
Are you sure this kid's in the 10th grade, number 4?
I mean, I hadn't seen his birth certificate.
Good
but
night, nurse.
He's an athlete.
Boy, is he just looks like a ball player, doesn't he, Sam? Walker Jenkins.
Jenkins knocks in the first, so South Brunswick is within 10. 6:02 left in the third. West 27, South 17. And Jay, regardless of the setting tonight with, limited fans, these two teams, when they get together, always seem to get after it.
Yeah, I would be surprised if this margin doesn't get a little closer before we get out of here this evening. When they played earlier this season, it was a 10-point victory for South. Good steal.
Disbro stepped into the passing lane, got the steal, foul by Ethan Hewitt. Disbro will shoot 2.
Yeah, good anticipation by Disbro that time. Comes up with the steal at the top of the key and, kind of showed some good composure by taking it to the basket the way he did, knowing that Hewitt was going to get a good run at him.
Jay, of the kids that we've covered during our time together at ATMC TV, as Disbro knocks in the first, this kid shooting free throws,
yeah,
an all-time great one.
He's
An
good.
All-time great. I mean, as far as kids, human beings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you start picking all kids teams, he's going to get some recognition for sure.
Jay, if my son ended up like him, I'd be a happy camper.
I would. He's the kind of kid. If you got daughters, you want them to bring home Ford, right?
Positively.
I don't think Ford knows how good a ball player he could be.
Oh, West Brunswick lost Jalen Clemens there on the inbound. Clemens has 6, and that's a 3-point trip there for South. They're within 6, Jay.
Yeah, wrong one to lose that close to the basket. Nice assist by Disbro, but the Disbro has just improved every year. Of course, he started early as a freshman, or started playing early as a freshman. But he's a good one.
Short. Woefully short there by McCall. South Brunswick with the defensive rebound. Disbro surveying the scene.
Now, he's got a lot on him this year, too, because he's handling the point for the most time for South Brunswick.
Yeah, and Jay also, helping carry the scoring load.
Yep.
So a lot's being asked of him.
Oh.
Jenkins there has got to pretend that there's a runner tagging up from third, and he's got to rifle that pass right to the catcher there, try to get the runner at home.
Well, I like the fact that he was, not
Good
thinking
look.
about himself that
Yep.
time, and he was kicking it back out, but he probably had enough daylight there where he could have gotten off a decent shot.
Jay, this zone that South Brunswick is in is giving the Trojans some problems.
Slowed him down a little bit here in the third quarter. West had some good possessions in the opening half where they really moved the ball around from side to side, which is what you want to do in the zone.
Hewitt's shot missed, then he was fouled on the way up, and he'll shoot a pair. So Hewitt rewarded for his aggressiveness, and he'll shoot a pair.
If they didn't call a foul that time, I don't know what Coach Aaron Taylor was going to do, Sam.
Yeah, I saw that. Hewitt knocks in the first. Boy, Jay, what a game we had last week when West Brunswick knocked off Ashley by a single point on 2 meters free throws with 3 seconds left. Hewitt knocks in a pair. He's got 6. Trojan lead is 8.
Yeah, we can only hope that this game will end up being as exciting as that game was. But that sure was a good one. And then when you factor in it was West's first victory of the season, and in fact, their only win of the year thus far.
Miguel Miller can shoot it for the Cougars. Disbro with the drive. Elbow jumper, no good. Meters taps it. Cobb lost it. He was right in front of him, but over his head, and he couldn't see it.
Well, listen, in JJ's defense, it doesn't take a lot to get it over his head, right? So they say he's 5'8". I'm not sure. That might be generous.
Ball knocked out of bounds by West Brunswick. It'll belong to the Cougars. Boy, Tavion King just hounding Miguel Miller out there on the perimeter. Clemens has got it. Pull-up jumper, no good. South with the rebound. Up, no good. Up, no good. Up, and a foul. Boy, South missed several good looks at the basket, but a great effort there. And number 24, Javon Harrison, will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, I'll tell you what, 1, 2, 3, 4 offensive rebounds by South Brunswick on that possession. And they are rewarded with the 6'4" senior Javon Harrison going to the line.
And, Jay, that was just on this part of the possession. Before that, they had missed a shot, got an offensive rebound, and ball knocked out of bounds by West Brunswick. So on this trip, it's been 5 or 6 offensive rebounds. West just having a difficult time down there securing a defensive board.
Well, I'm looking at the numbers for South. They averaged 28 rebounds a contest. Holy moly, they got 25% of them on that one possession, Sam. So real good effort that time by the Cougars as we come to the COVID timeout with a 29-21 lead for West Brunswick with 3:52 to go here in the third quarter at West Brunswick. Leading scorers tonight thus far, Jen Rett with 5, 6 for Clemens, 5 for Disbro, and for West, leading scorer is Cobb with 10. Hewitt's got 6, and several guys with 3, McCall, Hamilton, and Dante Clark.
Yeah, they've each hit a three-pointer,
yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
What did I say, 6 threes, I think, so far this game for West Brunswick. So Trojans shooting the ball well from the triple stripe, and South hanging around, though, after that early lead, and West went off on that long run. Things have kind of leveled out, but South with a chance to close a little bit at the free throw line.
Javon Harrison will shoot 2. Misses the first. This is a 6'4" senior center, averaging 3 points, 3 rebounds a game. Harrison will try and salvage a split here. That one better arc on it. Jay West just cannot get Jenkins off the glass. He is dominating on the offensive glass. Here comes McCall. Oh boy. Blocked. Jenkins goes to his knees and gets it to Miguel Miller. I'm telling you, Jenkins is all over it on the glass tonight.
Yeah, you like his, for a kid that size and his athleticism, he's tough off the low post. If you could kind of get him down inside, he's tough to move. Got some big legs.
Pass into Harrison. He's trapped. Good look by Harrison out to Disbro, but Jordan McCall did a good job closing out the shooter, running him off the line. There's Miller, short. Jordan McCall with the board.
South just cannot buy a bucket. That's what they need. They need one of those, preferably for them, a three-point shot to go in and might open that basket wide up. Good look inside.
Knocked away, but Cobb's got it. Back out to McCall. That deflected, and Walker Jenkins comes up with a steal.
There's Walker, Texas Ranger, again coming up with the ball. Nice move by Ford. Finish. He does.
And he does off the glass. Ford Dispro's got 7, leads all South Brunswick scores, and the Cougars are within 6.
Telling you, Sam, I don't think the kid knows how good he could really be. another year, he can be tough to hold down.
Hewitt lost that one on the way up. Jay, I can't help but wonder if Disbro may be a little too unselfish.
Well, boom,
there mid-range jumper. That's 4 straight for Disbro. He's got 5 in the quarter, 9 for the game, and we got a 4-point ball game.
Sam, when I say things like I say, that's kind of code for shoot the ball, right?
Yep, that's exactly right.
But he's a very unselfish player, and he just caused a travel. So nice, 45 seconds, a couple of buckets, and a good defense by Ford Disbro, and suddenly the Cougs got some life.
Jay, a busy night on the campus of West Brunswick. Football team scrimmaging next door, varsity basketball against your county rival. A lot to get it excited about as high school sports are really ramping up here.
Ben Bowe's pesky, isn't he?
Boy, he sure is. Screen, Disbro goes around it, trying to work on the baseline, steps out of bounds. Ethan Hewitt did a good job cutting him off there, and I think maybe Disbro was thinking it might be a blocking foul of some kind. He just kind of fell out of bounds, and the referee pointed the other way.
He was trying to draw it for sure, but that's just good defense by Hewitt that time, not giving up the baseline. That's
Jay, that's criminal there. Boy, that wall was halfway down. A good look by Ethan Hewitt, just can't get it to fall. Boy, fall away jumper, no good. Jenkins owning the offensive glass.
Go up, go up, go up.
It's good, plus the foul. Cougars with a chance to pull within 1.
Wow. Jenkins gets paid for his work, Sam. That kid has been banging in the paint here, particularly in the third quarter.
Jay, he's got to have 10 or more rebounds.
Yeah.
Got to.
Got to figure out a way.
I wasn't even here the first 7 minutes.
I know. We got to figure out a way to track these rebounds because they're so important. And he bangs it in.
Rattles in the free throw. He's got 5 points this quarter, 6 for the game, and we got a 1-point game, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's been a while since the Trojans have scored. In fact, a three-pointer early on and a couple of free throws, and that is it for the third quarter for West. West needs to take their time, be patient, look for the good shot. And there it is.
And there's one. Dante Clark with a huge bucket with 50 seconds left in the third. His second three-pointer of the third frame, and the Trojans are up by 4, 32-28.
He's not afraid to shoot that three. He did that last week against Ashley and set him up for that 2 free throws at the end to win.
And Jay, he's got a quick release too. He gets rid of it pretty quickly.
He's
Long
gonna be
two
all
by
right.
Miller, no good. Cobb with the rebound. Watch him go, Jay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Knocked away from behind, got it out to Bimbo. Clark again, too strong. Walker Jenkins with the defensive board. Cobb poked it away, and then Hewitt lost it.
My word.
Boy, Jay, this is a frenetic pace.
Oh, what we got?
Charging call called against the youngster Jalen Johnson. Basket will not count. Potentially a huge swing with 5 seconds left to go in the third. South Brunswick head coach Scott Wainwright didn't love it. And Johnson's slow to get up, partner.
Let's take a hopefully okay. He's coming off on his own power, but
Jay, can you see why that kid was tough to defend in the 8th grade?
I can't.
He's a good player, going to be a real good player before he leaves South Brunswick.
Jalen Johnson, he's a Cedar Grove guy?
He is.
So what the middle school championship this year is who?
Cedar Grove and South Brunswick.
Wow. Better
3
hurry.
seconds left. King's got to get it off. Oh, Jay got fouled.
Ooh.
He got fouled shooting a three-pointer, and a huge blunder there by South Brunswick as Ian King, with 0.4 of a second left in the third, will have a chance to pad West Brunswick's 4-point lead.
Well, they say one of the cardinal rules, if you will, in basketball, you don't foul the jump shooter. Well, you sure don't want to foul the three-point jump shooter.
Sure. No, got enough, and it's in there. Ian King has 3 points, and West Brunswick leads by 5, 33-28. Sorry, folks.
These are important free throws.
Make that 34-28. And, Jay, after South Brunswick pulled within 1, Dante Clark hits a three-pointer, and Ian King knocks in 3 free throws for a 6-0 burst to end the quarter, and the Trojans lead by 7. Jen Red's full court fling had the distance, a little offline, and with 8 minutes left, West Brunswick 8 minutes away from securing its second win of the season. Trojans have a 7-point, 35-28 lead over the South Brunswick Cougars. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll have the fourth quarter for you on ATMC TV. Plenty of time left, Jay, and I think you're right from earlier. Expect this one to get close. Jenkins stepped on the sideline, out of bounds. Great individual effort there to try to keep it alive. And nice spin, left-handed pass by Aaron Taylor there.
Man.
Dropping dimes to the referee
Coach,
from the opposite
You
sideline.
broke my ankles on that one, man.
Man, what a pass. Give the man a uniform.
He can still play.
Jay, West Brunswick was prepared for the zone that time. That's about the easiest they kind of, at least passed it around the perimeter here in the second half. Oh, I thought Clark was alone over there. I was shielded, but Miguel Miller was over there. Jay, that one's forced a little bit there. It's going to be a tie ball situation. South got it to start the fourth quarter, so the arrow favors the Trojans. And, Jay, I know you're trying to get it in the high post and attack that zone, but I don't think that one was there.
Well, look, West lucky to maintain possession. You know, you got Jenkins in there kind of playing center field within the middle of the paint, right? And he can cover a lot of distance and covers it quick. So
7:17 left in the game. Trojans lead by 7. Cobb's got a man deep. Tried to get it into Dante Clark. Clark's going to fire. Oh, just off to the right. Good defensive rebound by Jordan Jenrette. Gets it over to Bishop Brown, who's pushing the pace. And, Jay, we got Ford Disbro set to check in the game. I'm going to assume that's the last
look at him. Look at him.
The last rest we'll get for Disbro. Jenkins with the offensive rebound. Put back plus the foul. And the Cougars have pulled within 5.
He is a load inside. I'm not sure if Jenkins can shoot beyond 5 feet, but he does not have to.
Doesn't need to.
The way he throws that body around inside the paint. 8 on the game for the sophomore.
And he knocks in the free throws, so he's got 9. He and Disbro each have 9 for the Cougars. It's a 4-point game, partner.
Yeah, a lot of time left. 6:50. Yeah, they're really kind of punched back in that zone, so the shots are going to have to come from outside just like that.
Well short, Ethan Hewitt on the 3-point attempt, so 6.5 minutes left. West Brunswick leads by 4. Disbro's got a look, partner.
That's a shot.
Oh, just a little bit short, and a good job on the defensive glass this time by Dante Clark, clearing people out.
Still a good shot. Nice pass.
Cobb's got a lane. Oh, Jay, he very nearly got that to go. I don't even know how he got it up toward the rim. Well, great individual effort by Cobb. And Cobb and the bubblegum shoes will go to the line and shoot 2.
That's JJ world, right? When he starts flipping up stuff like that. Very masterful around that basket, and of course awfully quick. Can't emphasize his speed and quickness enough.
And nice to see him shoot well from the free throw line, Jay. Someone who's going to have the ball in his hands so much during end-of-game situations. Cobb's going to need to get proficient in that area.
Yep, absolutely. Well said, Sam.
He splits a pair there. Brown's jumper misses. Ethan Hewitt with a great rebound, knocked out of bounds by Walker Jenkins. West Brunswick will maintain possession. Trojans lead 36-31. 6 minutes exactly left in the game. And we got a good one brewing here in Shallotte.
That's good effort that time by Hewitt.
Jenrette's hurt, partner.
And that's not a good sign for the Cougars of South Brunswick.
No, it's hard to tell. Maybe a back or something. He's walking kind of gingerly.
Sadly, he walks a little bit like I do these days, so that's not good, especially for a kid that age.
Boy, Cobb ran right into his own teammate there.
And Sam, that turnover there, that's been one of the things today I think that West has done a pretty good job of staying away from. They've handled the ball much better. They passed pretty crisply against the zone, and not as many unforced turnovers as you sometimes see with West Brunswick.
So West only has 1 point here in the 4th quarter. South has 3 thanks to a Jenkins 3-point play. There's a deep ball. That one just a little bit strong. Number 14, Sean Holmes. He's had a couple that looked dead on and just couldn't get him to fall. Oh, I think the refs missed a travel there. And that one is going to be a traveling violation against J.J. Cobb, and they'll give it back to the Cougars. So a pair of consecutive turnovers for West Brunswick. 5:24 left in the game. West Brunswick 36, South Brunswick 31.
Well, one thing's for sure, South has not shot the 3 very well this year at all, and they don't shoot a whole lot of them, so it's not really kind of a part of their offense, but they could use a 3 or more here and down the stretch.
Jenkins nearly lost it, but saves it out. Disbro going to drive baseline. Shot no good. Jay, I was completely shielded there. I couldn't tell, but it's going to be a tie ball situation. Possession arrow favors the Cougars.
Yeah, one of the officials had it screened out there that time, could not see.
Demarius Wise, the sophomore center in the game for South Brunswick, number 42. Holmes is going to fire from deep.
There it
Bingo!
is.
And South has pulled within 2 on Holmes' 3.
Boy, they've been looking for that one, and that might be the one to get them off the slide.
And then Ian King misses off the glass, and with 4:40 left, South Brunswick with a chance to tie the game or take the lead here in Shallotte. 4.5 minutes left in the game. Holmes again.
Hit one, hit two.
Bingo! Sean Holmes with back-to-back threes, and the Cougars lead by 1.
10% from the three-point line coming into today's game. And he just hits 2 of the big ones, 2 in a row, and that second one awfully big to give South Brunswick a 1-point lead.
And Jay, South Brunswick has outscored West Brunswick 9-1 in the fourth quarter. The Cougars trail by 7 entering the fourth at 35-28 and have started the fourth and final frame on a 9-1 run to take a 1-point lead.
You know, I misspoke about Sean Holmes. I said he was a 10% three-point shooter. I am so wrong. He's a 38% three-point shooter, which from the 3 is awfully good. So Holmes shooting the Cougs back into this game. We talked earlier on about we thought this might end up being a closer game than it was with that 9-10 point West Brunswick lead, and credit South Brunswick for kind of clawing their way back into this contest, particularly here in the fourth quarter, as you said, Sam, holding West so far to just a single free throw.
And Jay, let's give South Brunswick a lot of credit. You know, a couple years ago when they lost Jace McKinney, I think every reasonable person thought there'd be a drop-off. But then after A.J. Rossi graduated, I think there were folks who thought South Brunswick might struggle to win a game. This year they beat West Brunswick by 10. They beat Ashley this week and are leading this game and could finish the season, with 3 wins in 10 games.
Well, Coach Wainwright been doing this for quite a while, Sam. It's sort of in his blood. His dad was a Division I basketball coach. And
Jerry Wainwright was the head coach at UNCW. Meters from distance.
Wow.
Bingo! Meters three-pointer from the corner puts the Trojans back ahead by 2.
Well, I tell you, Aaron Taylor talked about they don't want anybody at the free throw line except Meters at the end of the game, and a lot of confidence in his jump shot there.
See how quick West closed out on Holmes that time. Boy, Cobb went gamble, didn't get it. Dispro off the glass, it spins around and out. It's gonna be a foul on Carson Pope, which is West Brunswick's 8th team foul, and that will send, I believe it's going to be 24, Javon Harrison to the line for the front end of a 1-and-1. We're going to have a COVID timeout first, Jay. Boy, what a game this is. Let's reset it for anyone who may have just joined us. West Brunswick 39, South Brunswick 37, 3:32 left. After the COVID break, Javon Harrison will shoot the front end of a 1-and-1 for the Cougars. Jay, one of the storylines here in the second half has been West Brunswick's inability to secure defensive rebounds, and it cost them there after a missed shot. Harrison went up, battled on the glass, got fouled, so he'll have a chance to either pull South within 1 or perhaps tie this game.
Sam, you must have read my mind, because I was thinking the same thing, only I was thinking it from the other side. A real difference here in the quarter and in the second half has been South Brunswick's ability on the offensive glass to really maintain possession and get multiple shots. At one time down on a possession where we counted they had 4 or 5 offensive rebounds plus the shot. So you're absolutely right in your assessment. West has not been able to keep them off the boards, giving them repeated opportunities, and some of those shots, if you eventually keep shooting, they're gonna drop. And Javon Harrison is going to go to the free throw line now, where he'll be shooting a 1-and-1.
Nothing but net. So South Brunswick is within 1, and that was a big. Harrison missed a pair, Jay, in the third quarter, but calmly stepped to the line and knocked that one in.
Hey, look real solid on that one, the senior.
Walker Jenkins set to check back into the game. I assume that he's going to sub in for the shooter if it's a made free throw. Off the glass and no good. Ethan Hewitt with the defensive board, so Jenkins will have to wait until the next stoppage.
Yeah. Hewitt made sure he got that rebound.
Good job by Ian King coming back to the ball there. He's got his dribble. Good pass into Carson Pope, and Pope can't make the little 6-7 footer there, so a missed opportunity there for West Brunswick. Oh, Brown's alone. Off the glass and in, and the Cougars back up by 1. Bishop Brown with a nice drive and shot to the basket.
His first score of the game, and it came at a great time for South Brunswick.
Yeah, pretty good foul there by Brown, because I think King had a path to the basket, and Trojan's not in the bonus yet, so South Brunswick has another foul to give before West Brunswick will shoot free throws. 2:57 left. South Brunswick 40, West Brunswick 39. Inbound pass to Ethan Hewitt near midcourt. Cobb's got it. Back over to Ethan Hewitt. Oh, I think the pass was intended for Pope. That's going to be a foul on the floor. That'll be the 16th foul against South Brunswick. 2:39 left. Trojans trailing the Cougars by 1. Metters to give the Trojans the lead. Short. Walker Jenkins with the defensive rebound.
Big board by Jenkins, as he's done so many times here today.
Holmes with the drive. The floater up and in. Holmes has 8 here in the fourth quarter. Hewitt landed hard, Jay. I think we might have a stoppage here. He landed, hit his head on the court, I believe. Boy, junior guard Sean Holmes been an absolute stud here in the fourth quarter for South Brunswick. A pair of made three-pointers, and that floater, South Brunswick has outscored West 14-4 here in the fourth quarter.
It's been a while since the Trojans had a really good look. They had that nice open shot in the paint with Pope. Other than
Pope's
that, maybe
try
this
and
falls.
tie it.
There it is.
Carson Pope with the biggest shot of his young varsity career ties it up late with a three-pointer from the right wing. And we are all knotted up at 42, all with 1:43 left in the game. Jay, after missing the short shot from the painted area that you just alluded to, Pope steps into one from the right wing, buries it, and we are tied up.
Maybe he was too close to the basket, Sam. We got to
Maybe.
put the big guy. I don't know how tall Carson is. Did he come up from JV?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, he
okay.
did. He played on the JV team last year
Okay.
as a freshman, and the thought was early in the season that he might bounce back and forth.
Yeah.
And he's since been called up and obviously proven his mettle here.
Making the most of it here today with a big bucket to tie this game at 42 with 1:43 to go.
10th grader.
10th grader, okay. So looking at West right now, Cobb, 11 points, but he had 10 of those in the first half. So
Yep.
they've held J.J. Cobb to only a single point here in the second half. And gosh, in this fourth quarter, as you mentioned, Sam, Sean Holmes has exploded with 8 points, and they've been huge for Scott Wainwright's South Brunswick Cougars. 42-42, 1:43 to go.
South Brunswick basketball.
And the Cougs have done a much better job here in the second half, particularly of being productive offensively, and a lot of that's become because of their attacking the offensive board.
Dispro's got it. Looks like a zone look here from West Brunswick. It is indeed.
Helps when those threes drop too, Sam. Here he is, muscling in.
Jenkins off the glass and in, and gives the Cougars the 2-point lead.
Well, you know what? Jenkins, he looks like one of these guys that played at Indiana, you know? Just kind of moves very methodically and robotically somewhat, and so strong around that basket.
Yeah, he's been huge for the Cougars here tonight, specifically in the second half, and knocks in a huge free throw. Answers the three-pointer from Carson Pope. And with 1:25 left, the Cougars have a 3-point lead.
12 points for Jenkins. No, don't need to panic. Plenty of time for West Brunswick. Work for the good shot.
That's going to be a blocking foul. Yeah.
That's going to
send Pope to the line for the front end of a 1-and-1.
Exactly what you do not want if you're South Brunswick, putting West Brunswick on the free throw line where they can cut into this 3-point margin and not take any time off the clock. But to do that, Pope's going to have to hit 1-and-1.
1:07 left in the game. Trojans down by 3. 1-and-1 here for the young sophomore Carson Pope. And he makes it. Huge shot there by the youngster. Boy, I tell you, he has not been rattled.
No.
Jay, full disclosure, I've been a little surprised the last 4 minutes that he was out there, having just got caught up, and you're in a tight rivalry game. And boy, the last 2 minutes, he's hit a huge three-pointer and then stepped to the line there like a grizzled veteran and knocks in the front end of a 1-and-1. If he makes the second, the Trojans will pull within 1.
Yeah, he's given Coach Aaron Taylor some really quality minutes here, and of course, particularly scoring that 3-point shot and hitting the first of this 1-and-1 free throw. So set it. What do we got, Sam? 1:07 to go. 45 South, 43 West. ATMC game of the week. I'm Jay. He's Sam, and this is our last basketball game.
Hard to believe.
Yeah, but. That's the bad news. The good news is we'll just kind of switch over to football starting next week.
Yep, just start calling a different sport. Pope's second attempt. Oh, is off the rim, no good.
And who gets the rebound? Jenkins.
Yep. Disbro working against Cobb. Oh, and he throws it away. Oh, he thought Bishop Brown was there for a pass, and Brown darted toward the basket. No one was there, and up by 2 with 58 seconds left. South Brunswick turns it over, and West Brunswick will have the ball down 2, chance to tie the game or take the lead here in the final game of the season.
Well, credit Cobb, too, that time. He is a pest defensively. Had a little play in that turnover by South.
He's going to shoot it.
He's going to make it.
And he makes it! Ethan Hewitt with a huge three-pointer gives the Trojans the lead by 1 with 40 seconds left in the game, and we got a timeout on the floor.
Well, don't you like it when you got a senior on your team who's not afraid to put it up? He's kind of been through these battles over the years, and, you know, at the most important time of the game, the 12th grader, in this case, Ethan Hewitt, nails the 3, his first 3 of the night. I believe, Sam, holy moly, I think that's the 9th 3 of the game for West Brunswick.
4, 5, 6, 7, 9.
9
right.
threes, yeah. And so the Trojans, obviously 27 of their 46 points have come from the 3-point line.
Jay, he just had that look in his eye, possession. I just had that feeling if he gets even a whiff of a look, it was going up, and boy, he buried it.
Well, as you said earlier, and I tried to echo, confidence and rhythm, so important in being a successful shooter. And certainly Ethan Hewitt on that particular play demonstrated both. Some confidence in going up and some good rhythm, nice stroke. And yeah, Sam, that you kind of knew that was in right out of his hand. So 40.6 to go here. West 1-point lead, 46-45 over South, and looks like the Trojans, at least J.J. Cobb.
Gonna make them work to bring it up, maybe? No, not quite. Bishop Brown, it's interesting, Jay. Disbro's gonna play off the ball here with South down by 1, 30 seconds left in the game.
Not a bad kid to take a shot, but
South has some shooters out there, including Holmes.
Bingo!
A three-pointer from Holmes. He's got 11 in the fourth quarter, and the Cougars lead by 2. Sean Holmes, so clutch here late in this one.
Sean, big time Holmes, triple Holmes, 3 threes in the fourth quarter for the junior. 11 overall, all in the fourth quarter, as Sam said, and give South a 48-46 lead with 23.3 ticks on the clock and on the season for both these two teams.
Man, we couldn't have asked for a better game here to cap our 2021 ATMC TV high school basketball season.
You know, we've had two good ones in a row, right? Two very close games, the Ashley-West game last week and, of course, this one here today. It's been you know, a little bit, struggle is not the right word, but, you know, flexibility, I think we talked about last week.
Has
in
been
schedules,
required.
you know, and,
Yeah.
you know, COVID's not the kindest foe to deal with in this, but somehow Aaron and Nathan and the folks from ATMC have been able to keep this thing up and rolling, and we're kind of rewarded with, you know, a couple of good games in a row, and particularly this one here today. All right,
23 seconds left in the game. South Brunswick 48, West Brunswick 46. Trojans down by 2. Cobb will bring it up for West Brunswick. 20 seconds left in the game. Hewitt thought about it. Back to Meters. Meters is going to fire. Oh, Jay just missed it. It's going to be a tie. Oh, a travel. It's going to be a travel, and Jay, the irony in that is that was two South Brunswick players who were fighting for the ball. I think it was Disbro and Jenkins.
And Jenkins, yeah, both had it.
And the traveling violation gives it back to the Trojans, down by 2 with 7 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, West really caught a break that time because
huge break.
Walker Jenkins and Ford Disbro both had their hands on the ball. Clearly it was a South Brunswick possession. But they traveled. They moved their feet, so the ball's going to go over, coming from out of bounds for West under their basket. Plenty of time, 7.3 ticks of the clock here, and plenty of time for West Brunswick to get a good, if not multiple, looks at the basket.
Jay, what's the idea here? Do you want to go quick so maybe you have a chance for an offensive rebound and putback, or do you want to you know, maybe go for a 3 to win it? What are you thinking here if you're head coach Aaron Taylor?
Well, I think you want to work for a quick, good shot, because I'm of the school that if you miss that shot, at least you maybe have a chance to get an offensive rebound. Maybe in all the congestion and the chaos going on, get fouled.
Yeah.
But you've got to somehow walk out of this situation with 2 points, whether it be, you know, a basket, a pair of free throws. Ideally, I mean, if you could get something, if you could get fouled, make the basket and make the free throw, or get the 3, but at least get a 1 or 2 looks here in the last 7.3 seconds.
7 seconds left in the game. Trojans down by 2. He's got a great look. Meters off the rim, no good. Clark's got it. Pope for the win. Strong. Oh, man, West Brunswick had 2 great looks at it in the final 7 seconds. Couldn't get them to fall, and what a win by South Brunswick to finish the season. South Brunswick's Sean Holmes with a huge three-pointer with 23 seconds left, his 3rd of the 4th quarter. He had 11 in the final frame, and the Cougars hold on for a dramatic 48-46 victory.
Tell you what, your South Brunswick star of the game has got to be Sean Holmes with that 11-point explosion in the 4th quarter. And don't forget the job by Walker Jenkins. He finishes with 12 points. He had at least 12 rebounds, if not more, for sure, for the Cougars here today. And J.J. Cobb leads West scoring with 11 points, 9 for Hewitt. And 5 for King and 6 for Clark. 9 threes on the game for West Brunswick, but they needed 1 more if they were going to get out of here today with a victory. They did not, and so South Brunswick wins 48-46.
A great ball game to finish the high school basketball season. Teams traded blows in the 4th quarter. Sean Holmes comes up huge for South Brunswick and caps head coach Scott Wainwright's season with the Cougars 3-7, 2-4 in Mid-Eastern Conference play. West Brunswick will finish the campaign with a single victory over Ashley High School. Trojans 1-7 overall, 0-5 in league play. And Jay, another basketball season in the books for Aaron Varnum, Nathan Evers, Jay Combs, and the slap play-by-play guy that you let keep hanging on. Final wrap? Well,
just, you know, like what you just said, Sam. You know, the bad news is basketball's over. The good news is football starts next week. That's usually not the way we have it here, with football being played in the fall and basketball in the winter. COVID's changed things this year. We're going to change right away with them, and we'll be back next week with a football game from somewhere, we hope, in Brunswick County.
We're going to try and find an 11-on-11 football game somewhere. Stay tuned to the ATMC TV Facebook page for updates, and we'll certainly keep you posted. Looking forward to bringing you action from the gridiron this year. For Aaron Nathan, Jay Combs, I'm Sam Higman. Good night from Shallotte, where the South Brunswick Cougars were 48-46 victors over the Trojans. We'll see you next time on ATMC TV.